Hello, my fellow adventurers! This is Mloentje, and welcome back to Throne and Liberty. Guys, we are still, well, I am still in the festivities. About a month ago, I basically received my first epic item in the game. Well, not the first, like the main item that I was gonna be needing for one of my builds, and that was Skarnik's Netherbow. At that time, I kind of made a video about how I will be upgrading my from blues to epics, and then later on, probably from tier 1 to tier 2. I think it's gonna be the same. But in the meantime, something else popped up as well. If you look at the weapons right now, you can see that we have 3 slots in there. And then if we look at the necklaces, the rings, and everything else, we also have 3 slots in there. So today I thought, like, okay, let's just redo the episode because it was a pretty lengthy one. You know me by now. We kind of wanted to, well, look at the rune system that actually came into the game, and then talk a little bit on how I'm actually upgrading my gear in this game. As you can see now, come a long way. A lot of epics. I've been farming now. I think the last episode that I really recorded before the winter event was like a month and a half ago. So a month and a half of farming, guys, actually got me to where I'm at. And I got the items, as you can see, for my PvP build. I got a cooldown build that I'm working on. But not a lot of the items are actually done. Got the items. I got some of the traits on there, but the traits are far from upgraded, guys. Far from upgraded. I even got gear that is not upgraded yet. So that is basically what I'm gonna talk about a little bit right now. So equipment enchant, we saw this during the what was it, the actual campaign. It kind of explained it back then as well. Equipment enchanting, you got level up, transfer, and traits, right? So now first, how do you wanna, if you get an epic, how do you actually wanna upgrade it? Because you can transfer the levels. If I should actually have, I don't think I have my hoodie on me. Do I? Inventory? Yes, I do, but it is, whoa, that's not what I wanted to do. Can we switch again, please? Okay, there we go. So kind of need to unlock that one. So you can see here, I got the Alicracious Invoker's hood, guys. Completely leveled up, level 9. And all traits all leveled up as well. So all 3 traits have 3 upgrades, right? Now you kind of want to prepare gear like this before you implement it into your epics. And why is that? Because if you go to equipment enchanting, if I do this and then implement this one, you can see we can get 6 levels out of this. So 6 out of 9 levels is actually pretty good. That's a lot of levels. But if you want to level up this one, the first one only requires to continue until next rank. So let's see, level up. So with 1, we already get here. If you do that again, now it's complete with 1. So that means we only use 2 of these stones to get the level 1, right? There we go. Use a couple more. So now for level 3, we are gonna be using 3 stones every time you want to ramp this up. So you can see here, 3 stones. We got to the middle. Do that again, 3 stones, and we got to the other side. So now we're gonna use 4 stones. Not a great one, not a great one. You can see that the consumption becomes higher and higher. Now we're gonna need to use 5 stones. But if we do this all the way up until level 7, because that is basically what you want to do, go to level 7, click to continue, then not continue until the next level, because you need to be level 7 and I believe around 40%. So we're gonna do 1 level up. Oh, we got way over. Because you want to use the least amount of stones to get to that level 7 and 40%. So we're way over, right? So that's not a big deal. So if you do now transfer to this one and then transfer this one in here, we go to the level 9. And in total, the amount of growth stones that you are gonna require to actually get to level 9 is way less than if you would implement this level 9, get to level 6, and then from level 6, go to level 9. Because at level 6, you need 6 for each quarter or each chance to upgrade it. So the amount that you're gonna be using your growth stones, guys, is just way too many. So upgrade them this way. Now there are other things that we need to do now that it is actually upgraded, right? We're gonna need to work on our perks. Now we got magic evasion here. Great, 2-4. and 2 that are still locked. So we can unlock these traits unlock stones, and we can now select one for 50 or trait unlock stones. So melee evasion, max mana, mana regen. So for me, that would be magic evasion, and then unlock traits. So we got magic evasion, and then would be melee evasion unlocked. There we go. Now on second perk unlocked. We're still missing the third one, right? So what we could do now is go look for the exact same item and actually unlock it that way. Or what we can do is we could go to the auction house, and this is something I did not realize soon enough. And then or go to lithographs and then just look up the what is the name? What is the name, guys? Senate Guardian Hood. So auction house. Now this is a Guardian. Am I not topping? And it seems there are no items like these. So we can go to armor. We go to headpiece. Shouldn't I? Our commander, where the hell is it? Where the hell is it? So you can actually buy the hoodie for 400 with the actual perk that you want on it. But it's a lot, right? Plus you already have the hoodie. So you basically don't need to buy the hoodie anymore. You can just go auction house and then go all the way at the bottom here to the extracts. And this is something I've been kind of not using how I should be using it. Because you can see here, melee endurance, melee evasion, 40. So instead of buying, and that is kind of something I did wrong, I actually bought new hoodies to implement the hoodies into each other. And then Dre was like, what the hell are you doing? How much Lucent are you? Or how much, Lucent are you spoiling? No, just get the trait and implement the trait. I made a major mistake there, because you can see here 51, guys. If I just buy this one for 51, which is fairly easy to get, I'm not the biggest banker, and I would go equipment enchant, go to hoodie. You can see here with the trait extract, I can also place the max mana on top of this one. Unlock trait. And now I basically have all traits unlocked, right? But we still need to upgrade those traits. So from here on out, whatever item you can get, for instance, for this longbow here, I just received the longbow of the world tree. A completely different bow, but it also had the heavy attack chance. So that means I can upgrade my tubelik with the heavy attack chance. Now you can also do that. I'm not sure if I actually have any. Yeah, here we go. So you can also upgrade with blues, guys. So I've got ranged evasion on Gilded Raven grips. And I got them on these 3 as well. Yeah, these 3 as well. But it's a lower chance. Implementing an epic trait into one of your epics is always 100% guarantee. But this one is a chance. It actually worked. I think it's a 0.2% chance that this actually works. Yeah, now I get blessings, right? So let's try it again. Yeah, it's really, really rare that that actually works. Now, if I would have another item, you can see here that I have 80 blessings, right? So if I have another blue one and I can get around, I think it's 1,000 blessing in total, then basically I can use the blessings. Well, let's see if we have another item that we can do that with. So for instance, if we would use this one, you can see here a blessing 1,200, 90% blessing collected. So if I use the blessing, it says 90% plus the 10% to use this blue on this pants. And it will always be a guarantee. So even if you fail a bunch of times, and you can see here now blessings 75%. If I would use up all the blessings, enchant, and it would work again. So if you fail with your blues, you basically get these blessings, guys. And if you have enough blessings, you basically can get 100% with blues as well. Now there is a little trick, basically. So let's do this one as well. Debuff and then debuff 6%. Trait 4 out of 4, guys. So basically, this is how you make go from blues to epics and actually will try to unlock all of your... And basically every time I get a piece of gear, right now, I basically do this. And it worked again! Holy crap, this has to be the luckiest day ever. So I click, click, click. Every time I receive some loot, guys, I just take all the weapons and gear I'm working on. And it seems these hands I can try. Yeah, that's negative. Oh, but we already had 1,100 blessing. Should have paid attention. Basically, that meant that I could get 100% on this one. So sometimes you do need to pay attention, guys. And yeah, all the rest of the blues that I just gathered up basically don't have any of the traits that I want on any of the gears that I am working on, guys. So that is basically leveling up and, well, making epics, right? Selecting the perks for your epics. And like I said, you can, if you receive 2 headpieces, to the same exact headpieces. So for instance, I get 2 Ascendant Guardian hoodies, and one has magic evasion, one has melee evasion. I basically can put both on them. I don't need the trades, but it's the long way, guys. You're better off just selling every epic that you don't need on the market. Check out the prices, sell them on the market, guys. It's not that hard to actually get your hands on some lucent, and, well, buy your way. Like, the auction house is there, buy your way. This is something I did not realize fast enough, guys. Like, way faster. Like, just go, not for like the mistake that I did, like buy another headpiece that costs 147. No, go all the way down to where you need to be and look for the extracts. And then on the piece that you want, you can see here, instead of 140 with a guaranteed item, I can buy the guaranteed item or the guaranteed trait perk that I need for only 40, 45, 60. There we go. That's how I have been leveling up my weapons, guys. Just make blues, get multiple blues, get all those perks, get them completely upgraded, and then level up your weapon, your armor, your accessories. Still 7.40%. I think it's 35-40% that you actually need, and then implement that that blue weapon into your epic weapon, and you will actually max it out to level 9 with the least amount of upgrade stones required, right? Now, we're not really sure if this will be the same for tier 1 epics into tier 2 epics, because, well, basically they're not here yet, so we'll have to figure that out once they arrive. And this brings me to the, well, actual new component that has been brought into the game. That is the actual rune system. So right now, if we go to inventory, we have 2 new bars here. We got rune management at the bottom here, and then runes at the top. Now, this contains all of the runes that you gather. Now, you can see here that we have a lot of red runes, a couple of yellow runes, and blue runes. The red runes are the attack runes for instance, your bracelet, for your weapon, for your belt, for every piece of equipment. You have attack runes. For every piece of equipment, you have support runes, and every piece of equipment, you have defense runes. Now, for now in the game, basically, you only can add runes to your accessories and to your weapons. And this means that your cloak is not an accessory. It's part of your armor. So the top 6 here will not have runes. The bottom 5, and I'm still missing my belt, basically all have runes. So I've been fiddling around a little bit, checking around on like bonus damage, max health, on what stats I actually want, right? So how does this work? Well, basically, if you check inventory again, and you go to rune management, we have 3 tiers of runes. Now, sadly enough, I destroyed all my common runes, and then, well, you got uncommon, common, and then right now the rare. So we got gray, we got green, and we got blue. Later on, we will get purple, so the epic runes as well. I presume they will come to the game with epic gear, and basically they come with tiers, guys. So if we check around, where the hell was it? Rare rune defense necklace. This one, rare defense rune belt, health regen 1.2, and there is a level 2, so rare level 2 rune, right? If we check here, rare defense rune belt, health regen 3. So for 3 levels higher, a level 5 for the same rune, because it is exactly the same rune, rare defense rune for the belt with health regen stat. On level 5, the health regen stat already gives 30. And you can see here, can be increased up to level 60. Now, how do you increase these? Well, that's pure chance. Yeah, you heard me correctly. It's pure chance. There's not really a mechanic to upgrade your gear specifically or your rune specifically. The game registers every rune that you obtain. For instance, earlier on, the game registered that I had a rare defense rune for my belt with health regen stat, and it gives me 1.2 increased health regen, right? Later on, when I got another rune of this type, it actually came in a higher level. The next time I will get this rune, the game will register that I already have obtained a level 5, and it will give me a level 6, 7, 8 or higher. So every time you obtain the same rune, and that means for the same piece of equipment with the same stat on it, it will always be of a higher level. So basically you just want to, well, basically gather them all and keep gathering them all until they automatically level up, and give you the biggest amount of stats that the blue ones that are in the game right now can give you. Now there's a couple pieces where you can actually get those. One is also a new thing that we need to look into later on. So if you now go to co-op dungeons, we actually have dimensional trials. And you can view the two types of dungeons that are available. So basically these are the tier 2 dungeons that are in the game right now. And that means if you clear this one, the reward for it, so if we do this away, you can see here that Valley of Slaughter tier 1 rune chance chest gives you all of these runes. Attack runes for a bracelet, attack runes for a ring, defense rune for a bracelet. Now if we go to tier 2, you can see that we're already getting qualities. And no longer the grays, but also the greens. If we go to tier 3, still greens, but they're all greens now. No longer are we getting the gray ones. Tier 4, we're getting the rare ones and still the green ones. And then tier 5, we're only getting the blue ones, right? Tier 6, blue. Tier 7, blue. And every time you go higher, the difficulty becomes harder and harder. Now, if we go to the max, 20, what is the max? 30? It does seem like the amount of runes that we can get increases. Because right now it says attack rune bracelet 3, attack rune bracelet 2. But if we actually go to, can we just set this to 5? We can see 3, 2, 3, 2. So the amount doesn't increase. 3, 2, 2, 2. So the amount doesn't really increase. So I wonder why you would want to farm up higher and higher. But this is basically one way of getting your runes. Now, another way of getting runes is like I did, and is destroy all your common and all your, your gray and green. Where the hell am I running to? Your gray and your green runes, and then you will get a resource. And then with that resource, you actually can come to the weapon crafting. I do believe with the armor crafter we can do the same. If we go to armor materials, yeah, support runes. You see here we get rune fragments, right? At this moment I'm really poor, so I don't even get one. But this has a chance to obtain blues or greens. So if you basically do like me, I'm not sure if it's the best way to do it. But if you do like me and you just destroy all your greens and all your commons, you're basically gonna get rune fragments. And with these rune fragments and then the rare emerald ore in this case, or the rare stellan ore, or the rare rubik's ore, you basically can make chests to obtain more runes. And obtaining more runes means you can upgrade those runes. So I also know that, and this might not be the best thing to do either, but I know it's an option. If we go to weekly missions, you can see also that there are rune chests, 55, for these objectives that you can actually pick, right? So there are runes, if you do the world bosses, they drop runes as well. So there is a different type, there is multiple types to actually get your hands on these runes. Now, how does it work? Well, inventory, and if we go to bottom here, rune management, you can see here that we get this screen, and right now we can actually set up Tublik, right? Now you can see that I already slotted in blue, yellow, red. Why in this order? Now there is a rune synergy list, guys, and the rune synergy list actually gives you extra bonuses. You can see here already that we have epic ones as well. Now the epic bonuses are just better than the blue bonuses, right? So you can see here, the epic one would give strength 4, critical hit damage reduction 7%. The blue one will only give 3 strength and 6% critical hit damage reduction. So that is basically what you want to look at. This is really, really important. You do not want to miss out on the extra stats that you can get for this. But sometimes it's just not possible, because when I tested it, when I got my first runes, I basically didn't have any blue or yellow. I only had attack runes. Right now, it is possible for me to say, okay, what do I want? Magic heavy attack evasion. Sure, let's put this one in. Do we have a better one? Melee evasion and melee evasion. So we have a level 5 melee evasion. We have a 4 level evasion. So I can slot this one in. I can just swap them out. It doesn't cost me anything to swap them out. Now, if I want to have another combination, for instance, now I'm going with blue, yellow, red. And if you look in the stratagem here, blue, yellow, red will give me wisdom and debuff duration. I think those are stats I would need for my healer build, right? Now, if I would actually want to go for strength critical hit damage reduction, I need red, blue, yellow. So what I can do is click this one out, click the button to reset the socket, and now I can buy my way into the socket. You do need to, what was the item we didn't do yet? So inventory, rune management, this ring for instance, you can see here the rune socket has to be unlocked first. You have to pay a price to actually unlock the rune socket and the specific sockets that you want to do. Now changing it later on is actually double the cost almost, like 196,400. If we do 2 blick and we want to change it, it's 338. So it's double the price to actually change your runes later on. It's a little bit more expensive, but in the grand scheme of things, it's not that expensive. It's not that hard to actually farm some soul into this game, guys. So yeah, you can give yourself some really nice bonuses here. I'm going with melee evasion, the yellow one, weaken chance and silence chance. Let's go with weaken chance. I do have weaken in my build. And then red, we are going magic critical hit chance, melee critical hit chance, ranged hit chance, all hit chances. And there's nothing else. Skill damage boost is in here. Buff duration. So this would actually be one that I want to use on my weapon, because I'm a healer. I want to make sure that my buff lasts longer. But as you can see here, it's 0.05%, guys. So it's really, really low. So the rune I would want to have upgraded as fast as possible would be this rune, because I kind of want to use it. So right now we get the rune effect, melee evasion 4, weaken chance 3.5, and buff duration increased. Plus we have the synergy, meaning we get 3 more wisdom, and we also get debuff duration chance. And that's it. There is no clicking on I accept this, or you just empty it out, and right now you have the runes in your weapons. And like I said, you can do this for all your accessories, guys, and you can do this for all your weapons later on in tier 2. I do believe you will be able to do this for your armor as well. So yeah, there we go, guys. A little look into how I'm upgrading my gear and basically the new rune system that recently got added. If you want to see more of my Let's Play here in Throne and Liberty, guys, or any other game that I might be playing on my channel now or in the future, just hit that subscribe button. It would always help out a lot. I do hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.